So in this part of the video, we are going to look after the different systems of power. The first one, as you can see, is dictatorship. Second one is monarchy. Third is theocracy. Fourth one is oligarchy, unitary government, federal government, parliamentary form of government, and the last one is the presidential form of government. So just let's look one by one. The first one is your dictatorship. So, as you can see here, this is a picture of Adolf Hitler. He was one of the biggest, or you can say the greatest dictator in his time, and he was basically ruling Germany. So, in such a system, in dictatorship, only one person is called a dictator. He has all the powers and he rules the country according to his or her own wish. Dictators often they tend to become oppressive and unjust. So dictatorships therefore result in an unpopular form of government, and some such type of government existed in the example here I have mentioned: Hitler in Germany and Castro in Cuba. These two were the greatest dictators in their time. Then the next one is your monarchy. So basically in a monarchy or a monarch, either a king or a queen is the head of the government, and this monarch have the power to make decisions for the entire country or the state. So the monarch have the final say in the running of the country and its laws. They do not have to defend or explain their actions to the people. It means they can also input their own decisions on the people. So monarchies are usually hereditary. So what happens? The power passed from kings and queens to their children. So people do not have a say in the selection of monarch. But nowadays most monarchies are ruled by the monarch in the name only. See here, there are two types of monarch. First one is a constitutional monarch and the second one is the absolute monarch. So in constitutional monarchy, the power of the monarch are defined by the constitution only. So that is why it is known as your constitutional monarchy. Here the power of the monarch are restricted by the constitution. One of such example is the United Kingdom, where the Queen Elizabeth II is the queen, but she doesn't have the power. It means she is the ceremonial head, and the powers of her was transferred from crown to the two houses of parliament. Then the next one is your absolute monarchy. In this form of monarchy, all the power lies in the hand of the monarch, either the king or the queen. They have the total control over the state, and they have the hereditary system of government. Then the next one is your theocracy. So in a theocracy, a group of religious leader run the country in the name of God. In such a system, the laws of the country are in accordance with the teaching of the particular religion. For example, Vatican City, they are following the theocracy system. Then next is your oligarchy. Few people governing over large group of people. It means in this system, which a few people govern over a very large group of people. In Greece, a council is made up of aristocrats carried out by the policies. They form a government. Okay, and this was also in earlier times in France and Poland, where only the nobility people or the rich people can vote. And what they used to do, they used to rule over the rest of the people who are lower as compared to the nobility people. Then the next one is your unitary government. So in a unitary government, a single unit of government has the power over the entire territory. The unit derive their power from the single unit and are responsible to it. Like UK and France are the examples of unitary government. Next one is the federal government. So in a federal government, the power is divided between the center and states. There is a written constitution which divides this power, and they settle disputes between center and the states. So India and Germany are are the examples of federal government. In India also we are following this federal system of government. Then the next one is your parliamentary form of government. In this form of government, the executive is a part of the legislature and he is responsible for it. If the prime minister loses his or her majority, the government has to resign. So India is also an example of parliamentary form of government. Then the last one is the presidential form of government. In this kind of government, the president is the chief executive and is elected for a very fixed term or a fixed time period. The legislature cannot remove the executive. It means he functions with the support of his secretaries. It is the responsibility of the president to form one party and the legislature is controlled by some other party. For example, United States of America. It works on the presidential form of government. This much for this chapter. Thank you.